welcome back to John Shepherd Fitness. This is being shot at like roughly about 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's going to be out on this day as well, on the Sunday. It's a short video, so if you can watch it fully, you're going to understand what I'm going to be doing over, not just over the next few weeks, but over the next few months and the year. As you know, probably now, Body Power is finished this year, so there is no Body Power competition what I will enter in at all. Do I really want to enter a competition that I've gone for, and then obviously this has happened, the COVID, and then end up cutting again for another time, knocking my confidence down, going through all this prep just to do nothing again? No. Gyms are opening up in a matter of weeks, so it's going to be different as well. Am I going to still be able to train as hard as I did before when the virus was not around? No. The gyms will be very, very different from previous. I don't think you'll be able to concentrate on certain aspects like you did before. I never spend less than an hour in the gym, so for me to cut and work out at the same time, it's going to be a bit hard, especially if there's only 1 hour slots. Me personally, I take over an hour to actually do a workout, because I'm not going to rush around doing as many reps and doing all the exercises, because it's not me, right? I like to take my time. I like to, you know, obviously you got to set up the bars, set up the equipment, and then go on to the next movement. Maybe somebody on it. It's not going to be feasible to actually do what I do in a gym, cut as well, because I'll be doing some cardio and do it to the best capacity I can actually do to. And that's why from now I will be not cutting. I know I have been going back and forth over the last few weeks, and that is because of not the clarity of what's happening with gyms, obviously events, and I didn't want to do something and then it just fail on me, and I'm just ending up back at square one. I've got another video coming out next week, which is another reason that it's affected me over this lockdown, and I've never ever spoke to it before on my channel. I've never really, not many people really know about it unless you're my family, and it's something that I haven't got a problem with, but I've also have got a problem with. It's not so bad that I need help, it's just something to do with like lack of motivation, and then I end up doing something. So I'm going to explain that in another video, but what I'm going to be telling you today is I'm going to be telling you what I'm going to be planning. Right, for the next couple of weeks I'm going to be cutting down. I'm going to be doing my cut, but this is going to be a diet cut. If I feel like working out, I'm going to work out, but I'm going to do basic movements. There's a lot of movements that I can't do here and I struggle with because I haven't got a bench. When I've been doing the bench pressing, I do not feel safe, I do not feel comfortable. So I'm going to try and not do bench pressing unless it's a very lightweight and just doing lots of reps. I don't want to hurt myself before gym's opening up and then not be able to go to the gym. So I'm just going to be doing probably a lot of full body workouts, maybe 3 workouts a week, just to get my body going. And I'm going to be on a diet where just to cut off my fat and try and get back into sort of a regime of healthy eating, but that is also what that video will be about next week. When the gyms are opening, I am officially going on bulk. I have been dieting and yo-yo dieting since COVID, all this year. I was doing so well until it hit, and it knocked my confidence. So then I went on a binge, and then I went on a diet, and then I went on a binge. And it's time now, hopefully, if we don't have another spike, that I go back to how I used to train. I know where I need to improve. I know where I can improve. I know what I enjoy, and I do actually enjoy breaking records, my own personal records. I have been stuck at the same certain points in bench press for a while. I want to be able to do 100 kg for reps easy, and over the next year, until I start cutting for the next body pack, well, hopefully it'll be all sorted by then. I'm going to be trying to do strength exercises. I'm going to be doing a clean bulk. So this is why I'm going to do a cut, but I'm also going to be, when I'm bulking, it's going to be a clean cut. It's not going to be 100% clean. Maybe on a weekend, on a Saturday, I will have a binge day, or like a day where I've got half and half, but most days it's going to be quite clean food. And the only sort of like bad stuff, what I would say, would be like protein bars. It's got chocolate in, but they're not bad. It's not as bad as what eating a packet of biscuits like I do. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a bulk, and it's going to be throughout the year, the rest of the year. And then depending on what my physique is like at the start of next year, I don't think I need to be on such a long cut next year if I stay to true form and actually build more muscle than fat, because being on a clean bulk or a lean bulk, I shouldn't really get fatter. I don't want to get fat, I just want to get bigger. I haven't got a goal on what weight I want to be. I don't know. My biggest weight is 184 pounds, so I really want to go over that. But even if I'm 184 pounds and I'm lean, I know then it's been basically muscle. So I've got basically 10 pounds to put on that to get to my PB in weight, you know, at an all right standard. But if I can get up to 200 pounds when I start cutting, that is my goal. So then when I hit my stage, you really want to knock off about 20 pounds, 25 max. So that'll be 175 kg like I am now, but pure leanness. I know it's a big ask. It can be done if I'm strict enough, if I'm mentally focused enough. And another good thing is a new gym is opening up where I live, and it's a proper gym. It's a proper bodybuilding gym. You might have heard it called the Foundry. I will be, as soon as that's opened, I will be joining it. They've got all the gyms in Wolverhampton, Stafford, but I've never ever been to one. My mates have, and yeah, it just makes it another level. So that is my goal, and I'm going to stick to it. I want to, this time last year, well, at the start of the year, I had a goal to compete in a bodybuilding competition, you know, men's physique. I chose men's physique because I'm not the biggest. My body is probably more suited to a physique category. But we don't know what my body's going to look like when we're starting to cut. Obviously, I'm going to hit the legs a lot more because I'm not a big leg guy. I like doing legs, but I don't. But it's probably because of the places I train at. They're not the best places to train at. Yes, they got leg equipment, they got stuff, and I know you can't say, well, if you've got the equipment, why don't you do them? it's just the atmosphere. I like the old school gyms, the old ones where people shout you on when you're doing heavy weights. You got that heavy music, you know, makes your blood boil and makes you want to lift more. You've got people around you that you're like, wow, I want to be like them, or want to be as big as them. And one other thing I might be doing, depending on how I feel, it's when it's all back to normal, you know, probably around September, October time, is I'm going to go and see about hormone replacement stuff. I'm not going to go on steroids because it's too risky. I basically can't afford it. Even if I wanted to go on it, I wouldn't do it because there's too much at risk. And I always said there's no point being on steroids if you're not competing. I know you can say I'm competing, but I'm not competing to compete and then do it again and do it again and do it again. But obviously I'm at a certain age now where my hormones might not be good enough. So throughout the weeks and months, I'm probably, before I even start asking the doctor, because all it is a hormone injection which raises your hormones up to your natural levels. So it's not really cheating, it's just making your body back to how it used to be when you was younger. It's not giving you loads more boost. So if I'm going to try and get the best physique possible, I want to be what I was when I was younger, if you know what I mean. I don't know, I still might have it. My genes are quite good, I think so at the moment. But what I'm going to do is probably go buy a test kit and see what my hormone levels are. If they are good, then I don't need one, you know. But it's a lot about dieting, you know. So we're going to see lots of records being broken. You're going to see me do records on squats, definitely, because my squats are they're terrible. Can I get over the 200 mark again in deadlifts? I've done it before. Let's do it for reps now. And the bench press, I want to do that. Obviously, when you've been watching me do my home workouts, I've sort of gone into like overhead pressing a bit more, you know, with snatching. I don't really want to do the snatching because I don't want to injure myself. I don't like all them fast movements, but I don't really mind doing this overhead pressing, you know. It's anything where lifting heavy weight gives you a boost, and PRs are one thing that I love. Lifting up something that you've never lifted up before gives you something that you've never can feel, imagine, you know what I mean. And I want to do a lot of that. I want to do a lot of obviously heavy lifting, pulling, and just get massive, you know, so I look big, and not just lifting heavy weights, but I also want to improve on what parts of my body which I actually think are lagging. And I think in all general my physique is pretty good basis, you know. It's all round, it's quite in symmetrical order. There's nothing really that's lagging parts than other, you know, at the moment. But I really want to get a massive chest and a massive back, you know. That is one thing I want to do, and obviously lifting heavy is going to help doing that. So I thought I'd tell you, I know it's a late video, but thank you for all the people who actually commented on the thing that I put on Instagram saying should I bulk or cut, and message me as well. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and hopefully when the gyms are back open, you're gonna see me completely change. You know, we've had enough time wasting, being miserable, moping around, and it's time to not only prove something to myself, but prove something to every single person that's doubted me in the past, everybody who still doubts me now, people who look down to me thinking I'm just a nobody, and prove to people that I can actually do something when I put my mind to it. All the people who have supported me, thank you very much. You mean the world to me, and hopefully when the gym's open back up, we can join together. Obviously, if you follow certain people like Liam off LSJ TV, he's saying he's going to arrange this get together and all that lot. Well, same here. If you want to get together and do something and be more like realistic, because it's not going to really happen getting a big group of us, because we're not allowed to be in a big group yet. There's no point saying that I want to meet you all somewhere, because we're not allowed to. Even at gyms we're not allowed to, because we can't get together. So when lockdown's a bit easier and hopefully there's not another peak, I'm going to arrange a meetup, and I'm going to make sure that this meetup happens. I've already got 2 people who want to meet up. Unfortunately, one of them has been in a crash, but hopefully by the time it all eases up, he can still come and train his arms and that, because he hit his leg, so he can do some shoulder raises and that in his wheelchair. So anyway, thank you very much again, and I will see you next week with some more videos.